Hello YouTube, this is Jeff with Jeff's Toy Reviews, and today I'm reviewing, as you can see, G1 Dinobot Autobot Grimlock. And I'm reviewing him for a couple of people have requested that I review him, and because I posted a few pictures of this guy and of course of myself giving the what's up, if you remember that, what's up for Grimlock, because I've never owned this guy until now. This is a G1 that has been restored by a friend of mine, Jeremy Z31, who was kind enough to get this dude to me, and he does need a little TLC on the stickers, and I did order a new set of stickers from Repro Labels, and I think I'm going to re-chrome the arms and re-chrome the tail and maybe redo the gold. But that's just because he's an older figure and things wear, you know. But he's a really cool figure, looks really neat. I've always wanted to own a Grimlock. I didn't own really any of the Dinobots when I was a kid. I had a Japanese Grimlock who was brown or really dark bronze gold or whatever, who had a horn. And I sold him a few years ago, helped to pay for my wedding. So, but anyway, this guy here is really, really cool. There's some things in the Dinobot mode that, you know, he's got some articulation. So we're going to go over that. Let's get a look at the head sculpt and all the detailing. Like even the plastic or the gold molding underneath the plastic. And yeah, see the stickers, you know, need a little bit of TLC, and I'll be getting these off and putting new stickers on. And, you know, chrome's a little worn, but that's okay. Still shiny though. Still shiny. Really looks nice. Now for articulation robot mode, he can move his legs back and forward. He does have a bend in the knee, and he also has toe articulation, part of the transformation, but still it's there to use. His arms do rotate, and then his head can move up and close his mouth, look down. So, and there is a detail in the mouth. He's got a little, looks like a little flamethrower there, or a little gun there. In the Japanese version I had, there was a gold flap as a tongue, and you lift up the tongue, and there was a, I believe there was something there. So, but looks really cool, you know, very, you know, it's Grimlock. This is the first Dinobot for the Autobots. Really cool. So for comparison, I am bringing in my reissue Optimus Prime. There he is in truck mode, and then my reissue Prowl. Prowl, if you do follow me on Instagram, or if you've seen my video of this guy that I did a long time ago, was the first Transformer I ever owned, and really has a good special place in my heart for me. So anyway, get him out of here, get Prime out of here, and we're back to Grimlock. So transformation is not bad at all, really kind of simple. You just lift up the head. There are two tabs. There's a tab here that hold this into place. This one did break off. It came this way. Assume just because, you know, age, friction, back and forth. I'm sure these aren't the best pins, but look how, I mean, that was a good crack in there. So you open these up. You open his chest up, revealing the head. You bring the torso up. Now there's these tabs here, or these slots here, excuse me. You can see a slot here. Kind of hard to see there. You see a slot here. There you go. And then there's one right here as well. So when he's tabbed into the chest, those get filled. There's these gray slots, and you kind of see it there. But they're right here. You have a gray tab and a gray tab here. They fill in those slots. And you're just going to bring this up, and then the bottom one's just going to tab into that. It's just going to sit on that upper tab. You're going to pop open the tail, bring down the legs here. They're really tight on this one, which is good. And then you're going to bring out, oop, that came undone. You're going to bring out the crotch piece here, or bring out the leg, forms the crotch. I'm going to bring out the leg here, and this will form the crotch there. And we're almost done. You're going to take the feet, you're going to push straight back, bring this up. I always brought that up just as a way to do it, just to kind of get it out of the way. Oops, sorry, to get that out of the way. Doesn't look bad either way. I do not have my masterpiece Grimlock to compare. The only Grimlock I do have is a third-party Grimlock who is a combiner, and he's combined right now, so I'm not going to be comparing him, the two. So there is Grimlock in his robot mode. Okay, and now for comparison, bring out our G1 reissue. This is a reissue. I do have a G1 Prime, but I don't like transforming him that much because he's G1 and I don't want to mess with any of the joints. So so there he is, reissue Optimus Prime, and here he is with Prowl, Autobot Prowl, and Head of Security. So I have to throw that in there because I like Prowl a lot. So here they are together. And for Grimlock, Grimlock comes up just about 5.5 inches tall. Prowl is 4, and then Prime we have here just over 6.25 inches. So in today's transforming world, Prime is actually basically the size of a deluxe. Shorter than a deluxe, more like the movie Jazz type figure that's the movie 10-year anniversary figures that are out. He's kind of like the size of Jazz, really, which is scary. And he's 4 inches tall. He's just bigger than a Legends class figure. There we go. So, yeah, give you an idea for scale. I do not have my masterpiece Grimlock anymore. I did sell him. The only Grimlock that I do have is a third party, and unfortunately he is part of a combiner set, and he is put together right now. And I'm not going to put, well, I might do a side-by-side picture of them later so you can see how small he is compared to how big Shuriken is. So, anyway, looking at this figure, bring in close for the details. I mean, nice gold chest, still very shiny, very sparkly. See that little shine? Ding! I love that. I really do. You know, just good details throughout. Nice little molded in plastics and stuff. Does have a bit of a backpack, but that's okay. Articulation, nothing at the head. His arms do go up and down. That's as far as they go up because of the backpack. And then they come down about there. So he can do a 360 if the backpack wasn't there. No elbow bend because, you know, the elbow bend would be here, but then you want to have a fist. And that's part of the Dinobot, the dinosaur and transformation thing, or transformation. He can kick out to the side. Not very... Can I get him to balance? There you go. He is pretty balanced. I mean, that's actually really good. He can balance pretty good. And then come down. He has kind of like this thigh joint up here, but this is for transformation. It allows you to bring the legs down and then unfold everything. And then he does have over 90 degrees in a knee bend. No toe or anything else. It's all just solid plastic. And yeah, so there is Grimlock. I am going to transform this guy right back now into Dinobot mode, or dinosaur mode, so you can check out the his size, because I forgot to take his measurements there. I'm going to come down. I'm going to take these two pieces. You're going to fold these down, bring these in. And I do have to say, Jeremy, your restoration job on this guy was really cool. His joints are tight. I'm not afraid I'm going to break him or anything. Like, the tolerances are there and well. So good job. So that's that. So you have that really quick. And you bring, and the cool thing is a lot of the Dinobots that have come out of Grimlock versions of them really have kept to the same transformation, pretty close anyway. So you're going to want to make sure that this is level here. So when you bring, even when transforming to robot mode, so it gives clearance for the chest piece to open, and then you're going to just bring this down, and then boom, back in Dinobot mode that fast. Now for his measurements. His height is just about 4 3/4. Yeah, just about 4 3/4, 4.5, 4 3/4 at the top of his head. And if you want to have Prime next to him, give you an idea. And I mean, Prowl is Prowl's a little shorter than that. So I mean, I measured him at 4, but maybe my angle was off, and he's actually shorter, which is really crazy, because these guys were considered huge in our hands, like when we were kids. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, but I thought these guys were massive when I was a kid and I was collecting because they looked so cool. So anyway, So let's get these guys back out of there for their size comparison. And, you know, final thoughts. I do want to thank Jeremy Z31 on Instagram. Thank you so much for sending this figure out to me. He is really amazing. Really nice to have him in my collection. There are a few things, like I mentioned before, that I do want to retouch and rechrome. Like the chrome here and the gold bits here. I want to get those all done. And I did buy repro labels for this, so I am going to take off the old labels, put some new decals on just to spruce it up a little bit. And yeah, I mean, he is such a wonderful figure and brings back a lot of nostalgia for me. Like I said, I didn't own this one. I did own the Takara Tomy version, and it's really cool to actually have this G1 figure in my collection. He does hold a pretty cool spot on my shelf of my G1 reissues and G1 figures that I do own, and really, really awesome. So thank you again. Thank you to Transformers and Video Games, Mike. I appreciate the recommendation for reviewing this guy. Thank you. Sometimes I get a little too focused on like newer things that are out, and I really should pay attention to the past on occasion, because you know what, the past is the past, but it's the experiences that have brought us forward to see so many different things and to appreciate the old transforming style with the die cast and the plastic, and just being able to say this, you know, this is where, you know, this was part of a time when I grew up, and look at things the way they are now. Sometimes the past is, those figures are a lot better. Sometimes they're not. But in this case, I really do like this figure. There's not a lot of Grimlocks that are out there that I think are really cool and that beat this figure. So, but anyway, I must digress on that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support, and thank you always for just, you know, stopping by, either leaving a comment, watching the video, leaving a like. Please hit that like button. Please share. Please tell your friends. The more I grow, the more things I can do, and I would really appreciate all the help that you guys do, and all that, you know, the comments and everything as well. Please please know that I am truly appreciative, and please follow and please also check out Transformers and Video Games on YouTube, and he's also on Instagram. Swing by, talk to Jeremy Z31 on Instagram. And also, if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at Jeff's Toy Reviews. Give me a check out. I post pictures. I try to post more now. I haven't been posting a lot due to some stuff going on, but I do try to post a lot more of the Transformers and get some more things out there. So thank you again so much for stopping by. You have yourselves a wonderful day. Take care, y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.